I agree, like, or no, I don't agree actually, but like, I get the side of like, I guess having the community involved, so like it would hold the teams accountable. But this is like a situation where like it could be this could be handled without going to fucking Twitter and this is engagement farming. Man.
I keep it sad. This is weird. Yeah, this is super.
This is like you're like trying to be that guy for the community, and it's kind of like it's pretty cringe. I
don't know. I said it before. I swear to God,
let me see the end of the club. Hold on a second.
I feel like people be doing this shit for the clout.
Yeah, 100%. This is 100%.
Like,
that's exactly what
I'm saying. Like, this was just unnecessary. Like, what?
Because this would have got solved without this shit, bro. But you just wanted to be that.
No, actually, it wouldn't have gotten solved. These guys were hold on.
That dude and everybody was like, oh, W, whoa,
bro, this was right after their match too.
The people just want to be like,
this was right after they lost their match. Keep this in mind. They just lost their match.
And he didn't even play him. He didn't even play him, bro.
I'm saying LAT just lost.
Yeah, but they didn't even play.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like Dante was snaking him. Like, you watching it like, oh, what the fuck?
I think this was OD. I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is. I mean,
I thought this was definitely like, this was just definitely done with the intention of like.
All right, quick poll in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that without Dan tweeting this, they would have affected solved this issue. Put in 2 in the chat if you disagree. I'm curious. Yeah, this is what I think this take out of them is awful. This is an awful take. And I'm biased at this point because I'm so over this fucking conversation. Like, these guys don't know how to self-police themselves. So I'm not surprised that Dan went to fucking Twitter to try and fucking get leverage on this. I think this is actually a smart move out of Dan. Because every time they had an opportunity last year to do up anything on this, they fucking dropped the fucking boat. Or they just, sorry, that's not the phrase. You get my point. Like, they just sucked ass at trying to handle it. These guys cannot police themselves. I think it is abundantly clear at this point that this process and the GA process and GA enforcement is broken. It is a broken process. And the sooner that these guys realize it's broken and want to replace it with something better, we will be better off. But unfortunately, their heads are so far up their collective asses on this issue. They are so immature and have so much of a massive inability to see the repercussions of the indecision that they have individually and as a group, that they cannot recognize how much of a problem it is. It is beyond incomprehensible at this point, from my perspective. Bro, you're wrong, Bugs, because in literally every other professional sport, the players have a say on it. But it's done in a professional setting, on a committee setting, where the players are advised in the decision-making process. The problem now is that is not a multi-party conversation. Okay? It is not a multi-party conversation. It is the players just like kind of doing it themselves because nobody wants to touch this hot button issue. The league, the fucking developers. It's just this weird political game. And the player side of it is not even fucking organized. They're like a fucking herd of cats. And it's insane to me from their high position that this is like, I get it. They're on a podcast. I've been on a podcast saying stupid shit. I don't understand this take at all out of Optic, bro. I really don't. It reeks of entitlement for me because they're an elite level team. They're never really going to be a team that's going to run afoul of these rules. They like the cloud of secrecy. They like the don't ask, don't tell, the cloud of shame thing that kind of exists with this. And to call Dan out, I think it's kind of ridiculous in my mind. To call Dan out, I think it's kind of ridiculous because I don't think Dan is totally entitled to publicly name and shame fucking C9 because you saw what happened when C9 got called out. They went on our fucking show into a hissy fit. So anyway, no, I'm not in the chat. I'm not in the chat. And if your response is that they can handle it privately, last year was proof that they can't. So.
Uncle Big Nose Luigi 4 and 23. Uncle Big Nose. 0 rings, of course.